Sports. The Los Angeles Coliseum, a place traveler calls home and the crowd loves to fight on when supporting the USC Trojans. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Kentucky Wildcats, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Welcome to Columbia, Missouri, Memorial Stadium and home to the Missouri Tigers, where we are anticipating quite a clash on Faurot Field today. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Missouri Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Missouri about to kick off to lift the lid on this one. Coming out with it, it's Branch. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. first down here for the offense. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball.
He's loose. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. You look to be backed up, and then suddenly you're not. Big play has them across the 50, and they'll have it 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Trojans used to be known for student body right, and they can still do that. But with quarterbacks like this, you want to put it up.
Yeah, I think they hung that up years ago when they started to find, big, strong quarterbacks that can throw the ball all over the yard. So I like the student body right, student body left. But that's a little old school for me there, RD.
He caught it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, I know there are a lot of DBs out there that all they want to do is get interceptions and dance in the end zone. This dude likes to put his face in the fan, get close to the line of scrimmage, and tackle. And on the opening drive that he's out there, he gets a huge tackle for loss early. That is a statement play.
He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. Quarterback checking the play. They're going to throw it on 3rd and goal. Oh, and he dropped it. He had a touchdown right in his hands and couldn't hang on. It'll be 4th down. Back to throw, it's Moss. Fires into the end zone. It's incomplete, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And listen, I have no problem being aggressive on 4th down, but the consequences of that, now you got to have your defense go bail you out. So you started the game trying to be aggressive. Well, defense, you got to get my back now.
Gives him a little shake, and he's got some room. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
To the ground. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, there's a statement by the defensive line. First down play, expecting run, and they just dominated up front. Beat their one-on-ones and forced...
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Don't just get the ball, score with the ball, and the defense did. No backs with the quarterback as they line up for the 2. Movement here from the tight end. From the gun. He's got it in the end zone. 2-point conversion is good. The lead is 8.
The good times are rolling now. Not only did you just get the scoop score fumble return for a touchdown, but you went for 2 and came away with the conversion. Everything going this team's way.
They're just about to kick it off after that scoop and score 6. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Makes a move. Got a little room. There he goes. Open it up. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give him a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no.
Looking for the end zone in the tie. Instead, he finds a sack, and the defense rises up, and the offense can't tie the game. They're lining up to kick it off, full of momentum after housing that last kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Branch. He's got great speed. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, 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 take a knee, no, yes, 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 yes. Over 100 yards for the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
They're just about to boot it away, full of energy after housing that last kickoff. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quarterback extends the play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. To the air, it's Cook. Keeps looking downfield. He holds it in, and nobody's close. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain.
USA 15, Missouri 6.
First down to start the drive after the break. Back to the air one more time. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. And the Tigers will hustle to the line.
Wow, well, the offense a play ago comes up with a big completion down the field, and they decide to go right back to another pass.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Bringing it back. The 40. Running inside the 20. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans! Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
From the gun, looking for a man. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, head coach obviously decided it was best to go for 2 points right there. They didn't get it, and you just wonder if chasing the points is going to hurt this team later in the game.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what?
Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. What an impact from that last explosive play. They were pinned down in their own territory, now 1st and 10 from their own 45. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Back to the ground with the running back. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Going for it all. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play.
I feel like the defense right now is living rent-free in this QB's head. Of course, they picked him off the last drive. They almost picked him off right there. This defense doing a nice job mixing up their looks, and they're completely confusing.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
Let's see how they set the tone on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Cook. Feeling some heat. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. It's complete to the right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down. Let me tell you, this senior quarterback can flat fit it in a tight window. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime, a chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. Fires and picked off. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Trojans. Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead.
How about that for a momentum swing? Your defense gets the pick 6, offense comes right back on the field, and they get the 2-point conversion.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. Boy, they've been caught in a buzzsaw here in the first half, but maybe a chance to carry some momentum. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Touchdown, USC! And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense too now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
Coming out with it, it's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that. They've got to be aggressive. They've got to throw it downfield. They've got to score points.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense, sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. He'll try to take it back. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
That's number 2. That's a good year for a lot of people. What a day. Having 2 interceptions already. I might try my hand on the other guy. This guy is not somebody I want to mess with.
Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Jukes his way for more. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, and David, it puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get him out of his spot.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a first down for the offense.
Quarterback will audible. Dropping back, it's Moss. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
What a great job defending the comeback there by the defender, right? He was able to squat, transition, break on the ball, and knock it down. Could not have played that better.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. He's got him this time. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 10.
I mean, the way this team has dominated this game, impressive to say the least.
And it's cool now because you're kicking the crud out of them so bad, you start to put the backups in, and all them get to get juice and get to get some playing time, get some feel good. And the other side, well, they're just taking it right to the face.
They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Give to the single back. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll go right back to him. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, USA 3, Missouri.
The Trojans will kick it away to crank up the second half.
Set to advance on the football.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Nothing went right in that first half, and the first order of business here. Try not to be embarrassed any further.
But the comeback is possible. Remember 2006, Michigan State down 35 to Northwestern at halftime? They somehow came back and won the game. But it all starts on one play, and that has to happen here on this first drive for the offense.
Yeah, the first possession, because your possessions, you're only going to get so many possessions, and you got to score on every single one of them. Offense, defense, special teams have to play out of their mind, but they have to believe.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. On 4th down, they'll throw for it. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy. And that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Quick pass on the fly motion. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. New center downs right on the doorstep for this offense. Caught in the backfield, it's Branch. Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Fielded in the end zone, it's Johnson. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. That fourth down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up a scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it, unfortunately. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. The defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before. So you got to come back out here, take the field. It's a fresh set of downs, brand new drive. Let's go out and execute, put some points on the board.
Looking deep. And that makes 5 interceptions in this one. The nightmare is alive. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide out in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Oh, there's the ball. Now the defense has got it going the other way.
As a defender, you love the big hits. And you know what the cherry on the sundae is? You get the big hit and force the fumble.
Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. And he's thrown another interception. Didn't get much on the return, but what a huge play, and they are in business at the 24.
Man, this thing's starting to snowball now in a bad way for this offense. Second interception in as many drives. This quarterback has got to be able to turn the page and make better decisions.
Makes his man miss. Tackle is made after the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Trojans. And the pummeling has started.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Gets it out fast. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one...
Looking for a huge play. It's complete. A huge pickup. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play 1st and 10 from their own 49. He wants to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Well, I can tell you haven't played the position. If you can't step into throws and you can't follow through, it obviously affects your accuracy. And I think the hit on the quarterback right there certainly contributed to that interception.
Quick touch pass to the receiver. Hit the gas, kid. Wide open ahead. Touchdown, USC. And the route is on. And with that latest touchdown, he's looking to etch his name alongside the Trojan Immortals at quarterback.
Yeah, and there's so many stars that have played quarterback at USC that when they get the ball and they do their damage, guess what? They win big-time trophies. And this guy, you have days like this, week in and week out, you will be recognized as the best player in college football.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Line gets set. 1st down. Corners are going to bail. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And here's a fumble way behind the line. And they scoop it up. Good job corralling that football, but he couldn't get it out of the end zone, and it'll be a safety. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them.
Yeah, and sometimes you get confused and you get lost where you're out of the field, but not that far. And I don't know how to explain this. I would love to give you words and break this down and be like, this is what he was thinking. I don't know what he was thinking.
USC 67.
They'll start the drive here with 1st down to open this period. Wide receiver shows motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just trucks through it. Brought down at the 47, but not before he ripped off 15.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football.
And he's running in the open. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Southern Cal. And the punishment has been extended.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conserved because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
Looking to throw, it's Moss. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. Well, they didn't exactly milk the clock on that drive, did they? 2 plays and into the end zone for the touchdown. Coming out with it, it's Johnson. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Mizzou has it back on the offense coming out on the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some 1st downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Throws to the tight end. Fires into traffic. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
The #1 objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, They're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
Well, they decided to try to run it in on that two-point play. He got 2 yards, but he needed one more. They fall short.
He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. He will score. Touchdown, Missouri. And now they'll try to get the two-point conversion, guys. To the air, it's Cook. Throw to the end zone, it's picked off. Running inside the 20. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a two-point return.
Great job on special teams, getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got his man. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21.
21-yard line. And first down for the offense.
They want to just keep throwing it. Got a man. And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Looking downfield, it's Moss. He makes a grab. Touchdown, Trojans. And the beatdown has ensued.
Number 8.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns in the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. He'll bring it out. It's Johnson. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when
Nothing but green ahead. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
The defense calls the timeout, their second of the day, as they try to get their act together.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Finds his big tight end. Got room at the 35. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Mizzou coming out with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical.
A shot toward the end zone. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.